here. Yeah, I was doing YouTube videos other than theology, but I get out and they keep dragging me back in. Inventor Girl asked, what aspects would I consider a necessity for God? This is actually very interesting because the definitions you give unto God actually define you a lot more. Now, in our universe, this is very important. We want to know what would define God in our universe. You can't say creation, the creation thing, because we know how the universe came into existence. And we can't say the creation of man, because again, we've got a fairly decent idea how that happened. The cedar of man, maybe, but then you've got all the other things. We really don't even need a creator there. Okay, let's get out of the whole creator thing. What else? Infinite? No, you can't have infinite knowledge. The very concept of infinite knowledge is ridiculous when you get into the arts and other fields. You can't be infinitely good at the piano or an infinitely good artist. There's always room for improvement. So we can't say an infinite God, at least not intellectually, and powerful. Really don't see the accomplishment there. So he's infinitely strong. Big deal. I mean, you got the justice thing, but the only way I could see a God ever being just would be for him to be mortal. He'd have to know the limitations of man, so we can't even say a just God. We can't have a being of pure justice, because to have justice, you'd have to have a God that had experienced all the flaws of mankind. And we can't even say Jesus, because while, according to theology, he was human, he missed the mark. He wasn't human because the one thing that separated us from God, he never experienced. According to the Bible, Jesus never experienced sin. Thus, he was still without the fundamental knowledge of man. That would be like deciphering a computer and learning everything but the motherboard. So, what would I define God as is a very important question, but I don't know how to answer. Everything I get to is either an impossibility or just not relevant. So, I guess in my aspect, what would I consider God? Nothing could ever be God, and that's my point. So, this is ebilly99, signing off.